Hello everyone, so today I'm going to be showing you guys how to build an apex. For this video I will be using the Complete Salon Acrylic Kit by Kiss, which I picked up at your local Walmart. And I hope you guys will enjoy this video. So first things first, I'm going to be gluing the acrylic nail extensions to my fingers. They should be so well glued that they should be able to stand alone even without the acrylic overlay. If you find that the tips are popping off your fingers easily, then they're probably not ready for you to do the overlay. And you might want to consider reapplying them. As on a side note, the more glue you apply to the nails, the longer it's going to take for the nails to dry. So there's nothing wrong with waiting a few minutes before continuing on to the next step. Next, I'm going to file the nails to make sure that they fit perfectly within the well. I'm also going to be filing the ridge and the shine from the acrylic nail extensions so that the acrylic has something to stick to. And this is before dehydrating the nails. Also guys, if you like this video, please comment, like, and subscribe. Also check out my Patreon as it helps support my channel. Here I will be showing you guys an example of what it should look like after the glue has been properly applied to the nails. As you can see, there's not a lot of movement. There should be no movement whatsoever when the nail is properly glued to the natural nail. As you can see, my natural nail does sit a bit above the well. This is fine. As long as you glue the front and the back of the extension, you don't have to worry about it popping off or damaging the natural nail. It is much harder to remove the acrylic extension when you glue the back of the nail, but it does give a better security to the nail. So now I'm going to remove the shine, as I said earlier. It's best to use a buffer block that's specifically made for smoothing acrylic for this step, as you don't want to overfile the nail because the acrylic extension will become too thin and it will not be stable. Now it's time to start talking about what an apex is. An apex is a dome-like structure that sits at the back third, and I'm going to repeat that, the back third of the nail. You build an apex using acrylic, polygel, or gel overlay. You can also build an apex more accurately if you were to use forms. I am not the kind of queen that likes to use forms, but you can also build an apex with the acrylic tips. It is harder to do this because they slope downwards, and as a result, gravity does take its toll on your apex building, and it causes the acrylic polymer to somewhat slide down if you angle it. However, you are supposed to actually angle the nail towards you and down. Of course, I'm angling it to the side so you guys can see, which will cause the acrylic to somewhat tilt to the bottom of my nail from a side angle, of course. You can avoid this by just pointing your nail directly at your face and angling it downward for best results. Again, this is harder to do with extensions, but it is very possible. What an apex does is it creates stability around the stress point. As you can see, I'm pointing out this point around with my finger. The stress point is the point in this case where the acrylic nail extension meets the natural nail. So you want a strong dome-like structure that is visually appealing to be over this part to prevent lifting and breaking at this area, because it can damage the natural nail and is extremely painful. Trust me. Now I will begin building the apex. Normally with the forms and the freestyle acrylic building gels, you would normally have a C-curve. But these nails, as you can see, have a natural C-curve, so this is unnecessary. So before we begin, we need to put some of our monomer. Well, we need to dehydrate the nails. This is a protein bond, essentially. What a dehydrator does is it dehydrates all the oils from the nails, because this prevents the acrylic from sticking, while creating a protein-based adhesive surface for the acrylic to stick to. And this is assuming that you've buffed the nails and you've removed all the excess shine. Now we're going to take this. You want it to be more of a dry bead than a wet bead, and the way you get a dry bead is by letting the bead cure on the brush for about 3 to 4 seconds, depending on the type of product you're using, then applying it to the nail like so. So while building my nail and showing you guys how it's done, I've decided to give you a few clips from some of my favorite nail channels to help you in your long nail journey. The first clip is from Nail Co, which I absolutely love. You guys should check them out and subscribe to their channel. They do similar work that I do.
Of the nail, and then it gets thinner as it goes to the sides. Okay, like that. And if I look at it down the barrel, which I like to say down the barrel, what I mean is basically like.
So back to what she was saying about looking down the barrel. This is the best way to find out if you've done correct apex placement. When looking down the barrel, there should be a proverbial hump at the base of the nail near the cuticle in the back third. If not, then you need to reconsider where you put the nail. The next clip is from Young Nails Inc. And I believe hers is a little bit more insightful because she actually builds it while you watch. So here you guys go.
Structured, so when we hit it, it's not going to break. So a good rule of thumb is the longer the nail gets, the further back we're going to start our arch so it can support the apex area.
I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you're going to subscribe, please hit the notification bell to get notified of all my new content. And all the links to the products I use can be found below in my description. Please be sure to check out my Patreon as it helps support my channel. YouTube has yet to monetize me, as you guys know. So every little bit helps. Until next time, you guys. Bye.